A lot of implications for this. I want to bring in Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn. You know, Senator, the drumbeats of war are beating louder and louder, and it feels like the United States could get pulled into one of these conflicts, Ukraine or maybe even ultimately Taiwan in the very near future. Is Washington prepared for this? Are we prepared for this?
It is hard to say, Charles, what we are prepared for, because we have a White House that has a hard time facing reality. They say there's no inflation. They say that the border is closed. They are responding to Russia. This is more Russia propaganda. China looks at Joe Biden. They see that he is weak. They're pushing for global domination by the time they get to 2050. So anytime they think they can say something or do something that pushes their agenda, they're going to take that chance. That is why it is imperative for this administration, this White House, these congressional leaders on the Democrat side to decide they're going to stand firm and resolute with our allies, and that they are going to call out our enemies, make them know that they are our enemies.
The $15 billion that's already been allocated, I think most Americans approve, but you're hearing more and more rumblings with each round of money. You know,
right.
People are concerned about accountability and other things. Also, you talk about our allies. Listen, where's Germany in all of this?
Yes.
Do you think the Democrats will get those 10 Republican votes needed to send even more money?
Yeah, I'm not sure that they will, and the reason is simply this. Some of us continue to ask for that accounting and for what the pacing is going to be on this money. And if DOD and Department of State cannot give us an accounting and firm answers on the pacing, then you're not going to see the votes to spend more money.
It certainly feels very reckless without some sort of accountability,
Yes.
no matter how dangerous the situation. On that
That's
note,
right.
with respect to us potentially being drawn into some sort of war, you have always, since I've known you, been a champion of our military. And yet, what I'm hearing is the esprit de corps is in shambles. Soldiers being kicked out over the vaccine. The administration actually exploring giving food stamps to these folks. I mean, at the same time, we're giving $1 trillion in college debt relief. It just doesn't seem fair to me.
The priorities of this administration have caused a lot of questions. And indeed, when we have military members who are not getting a raise because Chuck Schumer will not put the National Defense Authorization Act on the floor and push it forward. I have to tell you, Senator Duckworth and I have worked in a bipartisan manner for 2 years now, addressing the food and hunger issues of our troops. They need to be paid in a manner that they are not going to be on food stamps. This is unbelievable. Yeah. Inflation is killing people. When food is up 13.8%, gas is up over 68%, then what you're seeing is families that are saying, look, we don't have enough money to go fill up the gas tank in the grocery cart in the same week.
Yeah.
And for this to be done to our troops, and another thing is these vaccine mandates, my legislation that would remove these mandates from the National Guard and the reservists, which totals 60,000 of our troops. That bill is being filed. We are seeking bipartisan support on that. The president says the pandemic's over, so fine. Let's remove this mandate from our troops and let them go about fulfilling their mission, which is to protect the people of the United States, to protect this nation.
And Senator, we need to protect them too. I grew up on an Army base, and one thing
Yes.
we always had the necessities. This is a shame. We could all should be embarrassed.
Yes.
I got less than a minute, but I got to ask you. I saw this Harvard-Harris poll last night, and I was shocked to a degree because of all the rhetoric in the media about MAGA Republicans and how dangerous they are. Even the president of the United States pointing his finger, and yet Americans are far more concerned about the socialist left. What does that tell you? I mean, it seems maybe we have a much more aware public than even the media thought.
People are smart. People are paying attention. They know that this socialist left push is trying to take away their freedoms and transform this country. People will tell you they don't want to be communist China, they don't want to be Russia, they want to be the greatest country on the face of the earth, the United States of America. That is why that wrong track number. You've got over 2/3 of the people of this country, Charles, that say we are on the wrong track, and that Harvard-Harris poll shows you that equally that number fears the socialist left and what they're doing more than they do any kind of Republican rhetoric. They agree, make America great again, make it safe again, make it prosperous again.
Yeah, I tell you what, let's make unity a priority again as well.
You got
Senator,
it.
thank you very much. I appreciate you so much.